Ministers of Russia, India, and China have held their 13th meeting in Beijing. They emphasize that cooperation is conducive to maintaining international and regional peace and stability. CCTV's Yuting has more.
Further strengthening coordination on global issues and practical cooperation. Foreign Minister Wang Yi talked with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and India External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj. They released a joint communique saying that three countries should enhance cooperation in think tanks, business, agriculture, disaster mitigation and relief, medical services and public health. The ministers also explored potential for cooperation in oil and natural gas production and transportation, as well as in other fields of energy, high-tech, environmental protection and connectivity. They agreed to promote parliamentary, media, cultural and youth exchanges, including the visits of young diplomats. Wang Yi spoke extensively about the strong basis and motivation for cooperation.
China, Russia and India are all major countries in the world. We are all emerging market economies. We are committed to the independent policy of peace and the path of peaceful development. We'll inject more positive energy to the outside world, and we will work to make the world safer and more stable. Our three countries join together for closer, mutually beneficial cooperation and common development. This will directly benefit over the 40% of the world population.
The ministers noticed that 2015 marks the 60th anniversary of the founding of the United Nations and the victory in the Second World War, and paid tribute to all those who fight against fascism and for freedom. Sergei Lavrov shared his view on regional security.
We have expressed gratitude to our Indian and Chinese partners for their understanding of Russia's position towards the necessity to settle the inner crisis in Ukraine. And our joint communique highlights the necessity to resume peace talks of the warring parties and to ensure the dialogue in order to not to let the tensions grow.
The three ministers say they are determined to build a more just, fair and stable international political and economic order in accordance with the purposes and principles of the UN Charter, the 5 principles of peaceful coexistence and other basic norms of international law.
We've had very constructive discussion covering cooperation in various multilateral mechanisms, including G20 and BRICS. I'd like to convey my appreciation to my counterparts for the support for India's membership in the Shanghai Cooperation Organization after completing all necessary negotiations and legal processes.
As emerging developing countries, China, Russia and India share similar positions on many international and regional issues. Stronger multilateral cooperation will not only contribute to regional peace, stability and development, but also help building a more balanced and democratic international order in a multipolar world. Yuting, CCTV, Beijing.